What's up, guys? Back again for part two of my trip to Cairo, Egypt. That's us pulling back into the hotel. Walked into a wedding reception that took up the entire lobby. It was lit though. I love experiencing different cultures up close and personal. They let us party with them too, so shout out to the newlyweds. There was eating and dining right across the street from the hotel. That's us trying to get across the street. If you've never been to Cairo, the traffic is insane. There's no rules. There might be lines in the streets, but that doesn't mean anything. It's like cross at your own risk. So we got across, got some drinks, some food, hit my Macarena, and we dipped. Next day, we're back in Giza to visit the Grand Egyptian Museum. We visited in November of 2024, and the museum was still partially open and doesn't officially open until July of 2025. About $23 to get in USD, and there you are. So you're greeted by Pharaoh as soon as you walk in. Man, this is a huge museum with wall to wall artifacts that span the country's entire history. My goal ultimately was to see the Pyramid of Giza as well as see King Tut's death mask. He's actually buried about 7 to 8 hours away in the Valley of the Kings, but his death mask and sarcophagus is being held at the Egyptian Museum. I told myself I am not leaving Egypt without seeing that mask. So that night we booked one of those social bar crawls, and this wasn't a typical bar crawl because normally with bar crawls it's with various groups of people and we all go to different bars and hang out. It's very social and cool. But for this one it was just us. It was just a gang. So I think that made it even better. So we went from restaurant to restaurant, bar to bar, just drinking like unlimited. I don't remember paying for anything. It was crazy. We did an Egyptian toast for a good night, and we definitely had one. So I met a street cat. This is us on our way to the next bar. Um, the Ubers in Cairo are another story. And this is the last picture we got because I was already about 8 double whiskey on the rocks and I didn't even finish the tour. I went back to the room. Our last night as a group, we did a spur of the moment ATV tour of the pyramids. Would definitely recommend doing it in the daytime because it was really hard to drive at night. Last day in Cairo, and I still needed to check out the King Tut exhibit, so I headed down to the Egyptian Museum to check it out. It's a tiny exhibit, and there's a strict no phone policy, so I'm not really sure how these videos ended up on my phone, but I'm glad they did. Seeing the exhibit was a lot more emotional than I thought it would be. I didn't cry or anything, but I just had this sense of relief. I had this sense of accomplishment. I had this feeling that a chapter was closed in my life, that I had made my inner child happy. It's something that I wanted to see and do and be in the presence of since I was 5, 6 years old, flipping through National Geographics. Finished my trip in Cairo